Hey guys, what's up? James here from Embark, and today I wanted to talk to you about why critical thinking is the most important thing not taught in schools. So I've been putting off making this video because I wasn't really sure how to approach it in order to convey just how important critical thinking is and the lack of it that we're seeing in society and the effect that that's having. Critical thinking is the single most important thing missing from the majority of people in society. That alongside responsibility. It's the thing that protects you from fraudsters, charlatans, from scammers, from misinformation. It protects you from people trying to mislead you and hurt you. It gives you the ability to have an open mind for everything, but also to question everything. So what is critical thinking? According to Oxford Learner's Dictionary, it's defined as the process of analysing information in order to make a logical decision about the extent to which you believe something to be true or false. Critical thinking as a process can be thought of as follows: observation, analysis, inference, communication, and problem solving. So observation, the ability to notice and predict opportunities, problems, and solutions. Analysis, gathering, understanding, and interpretation of data and information. Inference, drawing conclusions based on relevant data, information, and personal knowledge and experience. Communication, sharing and receiving information with others, and problem solving, the process of gathering, analysing, and communicating information to identify and troubleshoot solutions. So that's a very specific way of thinking about critical thinking, whereas I like to take the holistic approach. I think that's a bit more practical. So be skeptical, question motive, don't take things at face value, and ask questions. Dig 2, 3, 4 levels deep. Now there is some nuance here of course, but my opinion is as long as you are being self-aware with regards to the list I just said, then you can't really go over the top. For example, when I say be skeptical, this doesn't mean that you should literally stop trusting everyone and everything that you hear and spend hours fact-checking something someone says just in passing in a conversation. And that's where the self-awareness comes in. Don't make yourself nuts. Don't make yourself go crazy. And as I said, it's nuanced. You have to keep an open mind when someone is giving you new information, but you are allowed to question it. Politely, of course. We're not arseholes. But question it. If it sounds off or not quite right, dig, ask questions, follow them up. Get to the bottom. And the issue we're seeing at the moment, specifically with misinformation, is people taking authority figures at face value and believing everything they say as fact without taking a look at credentials, motives, actual understanding, logic, reasoning. And this is the massive issue with the lack of critical thinking skills taught in schools today. So now we have an entire population who talk with authority about things that they don't really know. They've just heard it from someone else and it kind of seems right. But now we've got social media, so it's shared like that. It goes around hundreds of thousands of people before anyone can point out that that's wrong, that's misinformation, or that's misleading. The hyperconnectivity of this world, along with the lack of critical thinking, means that BS and misinformation is shared, to millions of people in the blink of an eye. People take a random stat, they put it on a pretty background on Instagram, no sources, no referencing, and they'll share it, and then it goes viral. Whether it's presidential campaigns and it's left versus right, or it's a pandemic and it's the unvaccinated and the vaccinated, misinformation is rampant and critical thinking is nowhere to be seen. If a piece of information is spotted and it fits in with your narrative, or you share that opinion, or it backs up your opinion, share it instantly. That's what happens. It's like, oh, that fits my narrative, boom, share it. No critical thinking, not gonna pull it apart, not gonna steel man my argument, it's just off it goes. Like, why critique or question something that helps your side? Better just to share it and get it out there ASAP to win your side some points. And studies have shown that we're more trusting towards people in uniform. It's called the authority principle. And this is where the general public can be screwed. Teachers without any depth or understanding of what they're teaching children, half the time they're just keeping ahead of the syllabus, just keeping ahead of the students by 1 week. Doctors and GPs in the UK get almost no formal training in diet and nutrition before they are allowed to practice medicine. Yet in the Western world, 14 to 20% of deaths are due to diet. So next time you're seeing a doctor or GP and they're giving you nutritional advice and they're giving you a pill to solve a problem, maybe ask some follow-up questions, maybe dig a little bit, because chances are they actually have no idea what they're talking about. So just do a little bit of research yourself. And sure, there'll be plenty of doctors and GPs that spend time learning nutrition by themselves, not through their formal education. They do it because they're interested and they want to further their learning. But the chances are you're not going to be finding one of those doctors or those GPs. They're probably going to be very hard to come by. But you're taught to believe these people. They're, after all, professionals. And a lot of the time they are. They're very competent. But why take the risk? Why not quiz them a bit? Ask them a few questions. Get a second opinion. What's the harm? You've been conditioned not to ask questions or not to answer back, to just trust. Trust science. Like, science by its very definition is not to be trusted. It's just a best guess of what we currently know in the world based on tested hypotheses. And everyone thought the world was flat until one Greek phenom came along and told them it wasn't. The truth of the world always has and always will be uncovered by individuals asking questions. If you ever hear people discussing science and talk about consensus or this many scientists agree, then push them on that opinion. Ask them questions, ask them for statistics, ask them to back it up, because I guarantee they'll hide behind those phrases. Oh, 99% of scientists agree. So it doesn't matter what they agree on, doesn't matter the percentage. Are they right? Is it the truth? The way I see it, and I'll pass this question over to you guys in the comment section below, but would you rather be skeptical of everything that you are told, or would you prefer to just have to take everything at face value, everything that you're told as fact? And which one do you think is worse for an individual or for society as a whole? I think I know which one's worse out of the two, but I want to hear what your guys' opinions are in the comment section below. So let me know. I've been James from Embark, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.